Executive Officer of the One Group and founder, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here today. It's also my pleasure to welcome you to our company. I'm going to take a few minutes of your time to tell you a little bit about us. I'm going to take a little bit of time to tell you about our company, to tell you about our aims and ambitions for One Group and SDK Midtown, our aims and ambitions for yourselves. I'm going to show you two videos. One is about our industry, and one I'll come to at the very end. The One Group is, come on in guys. The One Group is one of the newest and probably potentially the fastest growing privately owned hospitality company in America. We started here in January 2004, which was just about 7 years ago. And by the end of the first quarter of next year, our company will have 31 venues in 3 countries across America, Vienna, and in London. Later in the year, next year we'll be opening, or the year after we'll be opening in Berlin. We have 4 deals going into the Middle East, and we have 4 deals going into South America. Of the 6 or 7 years that we've been in business, 3 of those years have been in recession, which probably makes us, as I said, one of the best and one of the fastest growing companies in hospitality around today. To put some numbers on it, by the first quarter of next year, our company will have in excess of $160 million of revenue, in excess of 2,500 employees. And the one question that I'm always asked whenever I talk about our company is that how on earth, in a recession, have we been able to grow a company the way we have without any debt, purely on its own cash flows and on its own investments? And the answer is always the same. It has virtually nothing whatsoever to do with me, and it has everything to do with you. Because at the end of the day, I could not, and my senior management team would not have been able to build this company unless we had the dedication, the commitment, and the excellence of all the people that work within the organization. Now, a lot of what I'm going to say to you today, you may have heard before when you went through other jobs, or you may have read in books. Those of you that read business books, I personally have never read one in my life. Not without look for them. And I'm always nervous that some of the things that I say sound too textbook and too rehearsed. The reality is, in this particular instance, it's not and they are not. I'm also asked how are we able to protect the culture and the style of the company. And it's simple. I don't have to do that. You all have to do that. You are all the gatekeepers of the success of this company. You all have an amazing feat ahead of you because the eyes of New York are looking at you in our industry, because you have a serious act to follow. You have to follow SDK from downtown here in New York. You have to follow SDK Miami. You have to follow SDK Los Angeles. You have to follow SDK Las Vegas. Personally, I think you're going to be the biggest SDK. You're the first SDK that's going to be open at lunch. You're the first SDK that's really focused in a business community. You're going to reinvent the business dining experience, and you are going to reinvent the Midtown dining experience. There is nothing in Midtown that is anything remotely like an SDK. So I don't want to make your job any harder than it is, but there's an awful lot of weight on your shoulders. And that weight comes in 2 areas. It comes from both our desire to succeed and everybody else's desire for you to fail. When I started this company in January 2004, I had a life expectancy of 2 months. When we got to 2 months, they said, well, they won't see the year out. When we saw the year out, we signed our second deal, they said, they're just a flash in the pan. They didn't bother with us. Now all of a sudden we're a target. We're a target because people tend to frown to some degree on success now. The days of celebrating success are over. Now we tend to frown on success. And really there's a great satisfaction that people have in seeing people fail. It's a sad truth, but it's a truth that exists today nonetheless. Not only do they want us to fail, but they kind of consider us upstarts. We're against industry, we're against operators in this business that have been going 30, 40 years. And we're just some stupid, snotty-nosed brat that's trying to make a success in its way forward. The truth of the matter is, we need to confound all of our critics. We always need to do that. But the most important people that we need to satisfy is not me, it's not management, and it's certainly not our competitors. We need to satisfy ourselves,